Hello, Bookworms, and welcome to a special short episode of Lit Chicks where I, the editor, will take the host spot and answer some questions and talk about our future upload schedule. My name is Kayleen, and I am a Lit Chick. Before I start answering some of these questions, I would like to formally apologize for the lack of activity. You know, when life gets you down, like bills. Bills like to take our money. No, not take. Bankrupt. That sounded a lot funnier in my head. I've listened to musicals all day. Anyway, we've had to work a lot. Personal issues arose, and I moved into a house, so I had to focus on that. Tori and Beth had many things to take care of as well. Days turned into weeks, which led to months. And now we are here at the beginning of September. I am really sorry about that. New episodes will be coming out this month before they are released. I wanted to do a small Q&A. I went on Instagram and Facebook to ask you guys to send me some of your questions, and these are the ones that I have. Grab yourself a snack, a drink, or both, and strap down for some Lit Chicks Q&A. Boop, boop. Alright, here's the first one that I've gotten. What was your favorite book when you were a child? The one I remember well and in vivid memory is The Velveteen Rabbit. I was given a copy this last Christmas, and I still pick it up every once in a while to read it. I can't really think of why it's that book. I read a lot of books when I was younger, but that one sticks out the most. Probably because the story in general was greatly executed, and it was about a stuffed animal. It was my Toy Story. Before Toy Story, if you know what I mean. Alright, next one. Gotta look it up on my document. Has a book ever made you cry or laugh out loud? Oh, man. When you get really into a book, you feel as if you know you're a part of the plot. It's hard to figure out which ones made me bawl my eyes out, made me so angry that I chunked the book across the room or laugh. The Martian by Andy Weir was a hoot. A hoot. Definitely recommend it just because Aquaman and space pirates are mentioned. Plus, you get a whole lot of botany science lessons, which I never thought I would be interested in plant science, but I read a whole book about it. And about a guy surviving on Mars, so great. Crying is a little harder to figure out. I could be a rather emotionless person, stoic, I don't know the word. It's where I didn't get as emotional as people should, like with sad movies. But over recent years, I have become that girl who cries over soldiers coming home to their families and animals, so I've not read a sad book recently since I don't want my heart to break. Imagine my boyfriend coming home to see me in my chair with tears. He would literally freak out, ask, and then judge me. Yeah. If anyone is willing, you could send me some books that are tragic or sad that you may think I will like. I am open to anything. Okay, favorite podcast episode. What's a good one? I have two that I really like, and it's the Adventure series, The Name of the Wind, and The 100,000 Kingdoms. I like them because I like adventure books. But I think the funniest part about them is the way Tori and Beth fangirled about the characters. It was great to listen to them record it, but it made it better when I went back to edit and listen to them all over again. The poetry episodes come in a close third for sure. I do like the William Smythe interview. I worked with him at one of my jobs, so it's pretty cool that we interviewed one of my coworkers for that. Do you prefer flash fiction, short stories, novellas, or novels? It doesn't really matter to me. When I was younger, I liked longer books such as Dreamcatcher by Stephen King, or any book by Stephen King, really. He was like one of my favorite authors for a while. I don't like him as much as now that I'm older. I think I enjoyed it for that brief time. I'm like, oh, I'm reading long books, haha. Oh, now it's all over the place and I can't read his books without getting lost. Because my attention span has shortened over the years because I'm getting old. But I still read him whenever I find one of his books interesting, you know. To answer the question, I only need an interesting plot or character to get me involved in a story. My cat's playing with stuff. Quit! Get out! Ugh. Victoria has dogs, but I have cats. Ugh, annoying. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. I read a lot of flash fiction on Tumblr, like the holy grail of fiction and fan art and everything, almost. You know what I mean? I also read fan fiction, original stories on Archive of Our Own, Wattpad, and of course fanfiction.net, because that's where the trash goes, where I belong. Recently, I've been reading a lot of anime fanfiction because I am trash, as I said earlier, and I need a little bit of nostalgia in my life at the moment because I'm an adult. I need stuff that I enjoyed when I was younger. My cat returned. What are you doing? Quit. Okay, next question. What was your most anticipated book/books of the year? And have you read it yet? Oh, this is from Cindy. Cindy Lou reads. Honestly, I have not been in the loop when it comes to new book releases, but it might be Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell that I am looking forward to the most. I read Carry On earlier in the year since my timeline on Tumblr was filled with fan art and cute little stories around Simon Snow and Angsty Baz. And I love it to pieces. So I want my soul to be crushed with this new release that is coming up in a few weeks. What book can you recommend to me? Okay. I have not been reading since we stopped doing this podcast episodes back in like March or April, because summer's been busy with work and I had to move house, so it's been great. I haven't had a lot of free time until now because it's getting slow at work and I can actually do stuff that I want to do. I'm ready. Currently I'm reading The Bone Witch. It's like from my Asian twin, Rin Chupeko. I love her. Her real name's Erin. We're basically twins. The line that got me hooked is on the cover of the book. And I was like, I'm definitely going to read this. On the cover, it says, "Let me be clear. I never intended to raise my brother from his grave." And that sold. I'm going to read it. So that's what made me buy it, was because of that. From what I've read, I love the style. I love the style it is written in, and I want to say it's very similar to my own writing style. So it almost feels like I am reading a better version of a story I would have written, which sounds like I'm being egotistical and like my own writing, but hey, I do like it. I haven't made much of a dent in it, but I love T. T's my girl. I love her. She's a great character, and she reminds me so much of my original character, Savina. T and Savina, what a story. If I were to write a story with T and Savina, that would be awesome. Ren, if you're listening somehow, hit me up. We can do a collab. So yeah, that's the book I want to share with you. On to the next question. Let's see. What book will you read next? I might go back to some of the books I already own. I might reread Artemis by Andy Weir. It's not the sequel of The Martian, but it's about space, and it's about the moon. My cat. Get back! Get. Okay. It's about the Artemis moon colony, and the main character is a negotiating smuggler named Jasmine. Jazz Bashara. Like, I'm totally in love with her. She gets wrapped up into some government shenanigans with an ex-friend, her estranged father, and a shady rich man. So that's all I really need. And I may also reread Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series. I have all 4 books thanks to Victoria. She bought them for me every time they came out. And I'm just going to reread them because why not? Right? Oh, and Wayward Son, because I need that Snowbaz in my life. I can't wait for it to come out. It comes out what did Tumblr say? 20 days from now? I'm not ready, but I am ready. What's the last book you bought? The Bone Witch. I got it a couple weeks ago. I ordered it online because I had a Barnes & Noble gift card. So I took advantage of it. Yes. Do you prefer paperbacks or ebooks, and why? I like both, but I prefer paperbacks so that I can have them on my bookshelf. It will give me more motive to read, even though it hasn't been happening for the last couple of months. I have books on my Kindle that I wish not to show to the world. Definitely have my guilty pleasures on it, and I'm not going to reveal what those are. Maybe one day I will let you know what that is, if you guys are really interested. But considering I'm a 20-year-old lady, you really don't want to know. Okay, why is reading important? This is from Natalie. Hi, Natalie, if you're listening, best friend. Reading is important in many ways. One, if you're a writer, I'm kind of a writer. I'm an amateur writer. Reading helps me structure my own stories and characters, so that's why I like it. You can also build your vocabulary, help develop your mind, and it can help improve your memory, which I probably need to start reading again because my memory's been crap lately. It's probably because I'm a 24-year-old lady, but I'm not sure. Of course, it's different for everyone. Every person who reads has their own reason for deciding why it is important to them. Some take it as a means to escape reality, just like it is for me and music. Others just like to bond with books, and I find that great. I bond with Victoria and Beth because we both like books, but I feel like that doesn't, our bond goes deeper because Tori's my sister, and Beth is basically my adopted fourth sister, so you can see where that I just need to find more people that like books that are not related by family. You get what I mean? I just don't have people around me that read as much as I do. And I like to connect with people because I want to talk about something, but nobody's read it, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and be awkward. Yeah. I think that's a question I'm gonna leave with you guys. Why is reading important to you? Let me know on our Instagram at litchicks_chirp and leave me some suggestions, questions, or book recommendations along with it. I can't talk. This is why I don't talk in the original episodes. I'm trying my best, okay? Okay, so the questions, those are all the ones that I received. Yay, all the questions are done. I hope there were some good answers in there. I hope that you guys will look at the books that I mentioned, such as The Martian. If you haven't read it but seen the movie, you should read the book. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, The Bone Witch. All of those books I mentioned, I think you should take a look at. All right, let me go over the schedule. This is my makeshift schedule. If they're actually going to follow it, I hope so. So Awakening by Rebel Miller, which is the one we announced way back in the day, it will finally be released this weekend. I'm going to make sure it gets done, because I am the person that's in charge of the procrastinators. But I've been also procrastinating, therefore nothing's been done. But I'm making sure this weekend I will have it either up on Saturday and Sunday. I can't give a definite date, but it will be before Monday, for sure. Tanabata Wish is the one we're doing after Awakening by Sarah Fujimura. It will be released on the 18th, and I'm going to make sure of that. I'm going to have a set schedule. And then we'll start our classic series after that with Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Oh, I can't speak. This is why I don't do it. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley and Dracula by Bram Stoker. And I'm pretty sure those are the books that we're doing. I may have to double check with Tori and Beth. I'm not used to calling her Tori. I'm sorry. If you haven't read these, Frankenstein and Dracula, this is your time to read it along with us, because I'm going to be rereading them, and I'm just going to enjoy the old-fashioned writing style. Okay, I think that's it. If there's anything you want to ask me, just go to our Instagram at litchicks_chirp on Instagram, or you can go to our Facebook group on Lit Chicks in the Order of the Bookworms. I also have a personal blog that many people don't know about. It's my editor's blog where I post stuff about production of the podcast. I post edits there, and we also have a YouTube channel now that I think about it. We haven't used it in a while, but we do. And it's just Lit Chicks. It's our name. So if you can look us up and subscribe, that would be awesome. And we're also on Spotify and iTunes. So give us a listen. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't know if I'm going to do another one, but let me know if you guys want one. I can do more questions and answers. I can give my own personal review on books that I read. Just let me know. Thanks so much for listening, and maybe I will do another episode soon. That's my chirp. Bye-bye!